Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know, we're gonna be... Oh, apparently I'm vert today. That's continuing Wet Steps for Switch. It's also available on Steam, very cheap on Steam. It's like $2.99. You guys can pick it up on Steam if you really wanted it that badly. It's very cheap. Thank you. Oh, no. Guess it's this A button.
Someone is approaching my bed. Warm droplets of water fall into my nose.
We're not on Rumble today because I didn't have time to set it up.
I open my eyes, but there is no one in the room.
Watch the game just like finish.
Only wet footprints on the floor remind me of her night visit.
Maybe it is a short game, I heard.
I wasn't surprised when I saw Iris after school, waiting for me at our regular spot.
Let's see. Compliment clothes. Berate her daddy. Compliment her clothes. Be friendly.
Now that's a different story. People are still staring at her, and at us. But
nice.
It's a start, I guess.
Be nice,
Maybe
Mr.
I'll be able to make
Cocky.
her behave like a functional member of society.
This guy and his...
Hey, was everything fine?
No, it was not. This thing paid me a visit yesterday when I was taking a bath. Also at night.
Well, you are here today. It means my spells are working perfectly.
What's so perfect? Iris, isn't it supposed to, I don't know, scare sprites off?
No, I told you, it can't touch you, which is most important. And yes, let me just...
She pricked me with her magic stick one more time. Without saying a word, though. Ow, damn. Rude. No fancy sayings today.
This clothing is so bad for spellcraft.
Her voice sounds familiar.
No worries, I told you. Verbal acts aren't necessarily needed. It's purely for concentration, to focus.
I nodded. Alright, about that thing then.
You're Bolotnitsa.
Yes, that. Ugh. How long is it gonna take? I don't like to constantly deal with wet floor every morning.
Well, there are several options. To be honest, I never worked with them before.
Is this Uni's voice actor?
Wow. Indeed.
But since my guarding spells work, I should be able to ban the Rusaka itself out of this world as well. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Let's rest for a bit. I need to think.
We sat on a bench located in a small garden square. The priestess girl suddenly took out a regular modern smartphone and started searching for information. Don't tell me that you do all this in accordance with some web guides.
No, I digitized all our family records and notes. It's a lot more practical this way. Rusaka.
That mean?
Check this. There are a few different types. It depends on their death, their motives, or desires. Whether they were baptized, that's actually garbage and has no effect. Based upon the smell and its desires, it should be a Bolotnitsa. Well, it might be a specific one. A Mavka. Have you seen anything weird on its back?
You know, I was actually somewhat preoccupied.
That's a pity. I would like to see that. It said her guts could be seen, though. Peculiar. Anyway, it actually doesn't matter in this case. They are practically the same. Therefore, their motives usually intercept with causes of their death. Either it's revenge for it, or it's their grief over the fact that they are dead, which is mostly two sides of one coin.
Hey, welcome, Christopher.
Okay, what's in it for us?
Have you drowned anybody recently?
Sure. I do this kind of sick stuff every evening.
Well, it's classic then, I guess. The poor girl has drowned herself because of unrequited love. Now she keeps stalking you because she thinks you're her betrothed one.
This is really weird.
Charming. On the other hand, it does make perfect sense. Of course, she fell in love with me, right? Actual girls, sprites, all of them can't take their eyes off me.
Hey you, do you copy?
A stick pricked me to make me come to my senses. Iris put away her phone and stood up to stretch.
Hey, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. Thank you.
What do you prefer? If you want to end it
Diving is
quickly,
free.
it's better to just kill it. Although, I don't have any aspen steaks. Have you got any silver forks? It's best to use a knife, of course, but we can also try a spoon if we put an edge on it. Which is gonna ruin a perfectly normal silver spoon.
Isn't silver for vampires? Against vampires?
Aren't you clueless? Hey, look, these are good for any sprite. In fact, even humans die if you puncture them with stakes or silver knives.
Very funny. I don't have such things.
Me neither.
It's such a bad
Fine,
poor
we'll have to
attitude.
find aspen wood. Can you go now?
If it's not for long.
She seems pretty kind.
Nah, just a couple of bus stops away.
Art design though
Fine.
on her. For
Let's
sure.
go.
Mm-hmm.
We also exchanged phone numbers on the way. Then bought an aspen plank in the nearest LM and asked to cut our plank into blocks. Charming. Can you carry it? A huge green bag seemed bigger than the girl herself.
It's nothing. Are you sure you're fine with giving all the excess wood to me?
Consider it my payment for your guard duty.
Thanks. See you soon then. I'll shave a steak for tomorrow.
And away she dashed, a really dressed girl with a huge green bag filled with wooden blocks. I'm at home, alone. Strange noises are coming from the corridor. Something is trickling down to the floor. I'm forcing myself to move there. Okay, it should disappear if I touch it, right?
Can flood our neighbor's place, and that actually sounds scarier than anything super.
This thing follows me around all the time. I think I'm getting used to it. It's not that frightening anymore. From under the bathroom door, some liquid was oozing out.
Uh-oh.
Ah, that's where you found a water surface. I gave the door a yank. She was sitting there, in the toilet. Her hair were dripping water. From underneath the hair, a heavy breathing was heard.
Weird.
She either saw me or somehow noticed my presence. And then she seemed delighted even.
Going insane, man.
She held out her hands towards me.
What does it say? Flush the toilet. Touch her. These are some awkward choices, but, touch her. See what
I
happens.
hesitatingly reached her hand with mine and touched it.
And we got flushed down the toilet.
Her hand was wet and cold. Wait, it can't be. She can't touch me. She shouldn't be able to touch me. Was I mistaken?
Oh. Yes.
But her cold fingers gripped my wrists and crawled up my arms.
This is how you get the bad ending. I don't know.
The lot inside made a happy bleeding sound. I wasn't even scared. I became sad.
Oops.
She looked like a child who was lonely and just wanted a bit of human warmth. With care, I clasped my arms around hers, and she sighed deeply. Then she disappeared, leaving mud traces on my skin.
Yeah. Now we're infected.
I cleaned the bathroom and decided to text Iris. Your spell does not work. It touched me. I immediately got a reply.
I'll be at your place in a flash.
I sent her my address and suddenly realized she is a weird girl with supposedly supernatural talents. I gave her my address. However, the thought of the creature sitting in my toilet made me reconsider. No,
In my toilet.
you can't just arrange something like that in someone's bathroom. Too difficult. Right?
That's funny.
Iris ran to me in half an hour, and also seen that on her way she was running literally. Her face turned red, her clothes askew, covered in aspen wood shavings. I had a weird thought that Iris was actually the first girl hanging in my room, casually taking a seat, despite all the other girls as wooed by my charms countless times before.
Gosh, his cockiness.
I even felt irrationally shy and couldn't think of anything better than to offer her tea.
Yes, definitely.
Oh,
She
daddy.
was drinking tea and checking my room.
So we've got two options. The first one is that I'm gonna live with you until...
The second one...
I haven't finished. Also, I wouldn't choose it either. I'm a respectable girl. The second one is that we have to figure out why my spell has failed.
What does it say? Because of the spell, because of your clothes. What do you guys think? Because of your clothes? Because of the spell?
Or it happened because you didn't say your magic words. You just pricked me with your stick the last time.
It might be. Not exactly like that, but you do have a point. It must be lack of concentration. Fine,
Her
let
shirt
me try
says
again.
daddy. Still says that.
She read her spell, slowly saying her weird words while carefully touching me with her ribbon wand on each and every syllable.
We're not gonna change your clothes at all. You're gonna stay with the daddy shirt.
How's that?
I can't feel any difference. Iris became upset. Well, I also didn't feel any difference before.
Hey, welcome
You
back to
didn't?
Natsu.
Alright. I guess we have a method to check if it's working. Or I can stay overnight.
No way.
I was joking. What's with you being so emotional? Gee.
She sat on my bed and tapped it with her
Tears
palm.
that- Hold on. It disappeared on me.
Lie down.
Is it actually, honestly, a trick? Did they, break into my apartment to make a setup? No, it's even easier than that. It's a hallucinatory drug. Ooh, it must be. Otherwise, I have to accept the fact that everything that is happening to me is happening for real.
She comes when you're close to the nav world. That's when you're relaxed. Or petted when you're asleep.
Yeah, sounds reasonable.
Thus, come. Try to relax,
Welcome,
and I am
Neptune.
going to guard you.
You're gonna guard me, huh? Huh, I trust her. Lay your head on a lap. Lie down on the bed. Lay your head on her lap.
I sat down, then put my head on Iris's lap and stretched my legs.
Hi there.
She somewhat gasped, or did some kind of other noise, but said nothing. So soft. It smells really nice. I closed my eyes and immediately felt sleepy.
Bells are singing on our way to the world beyond.
Iris started to sing a quiet lullaby softly, accompanying her singing with gentle jingling of the bells on her wand. The words of her lullaby were somewhat creepy, but I wasn't scared or anxious. In fact, I felt calmer and even more sleepy.
Drip. Drop. Flop. Flop. Thud.
I wasn't the one on the receiving end of the blow, though. After I heard the sound, I immediately opened my eyes and jumped on my legs. Iris was on the floor, her knees pulled up to her stomach. It was standing there, in the middle of the room, but didn't move.
It's like so jealous.
She stood up, although faltered a bit. Suddenly, she darted towards the Bolotnitsa. And thumped it with her stick on the forehead.
God.
The thing gasped, "Ah!" in pure surprise, then just dropped on the floor in a form of water droplets, which made my floor wet, obviously. I sighed. I went to grab my floor mop.
Funny sounding. Full time.
Did it hit you hard?
I'm fine. That one time, though, when I conjured the Shishiga away, I was lying flat for 2 weeks.
After finishing the cleaning process, we sat on the floor. The monster from the other world definitely was somewhat useful, since all my floors were at least perfectly clean.
My whole body covered with bruises and scratches. The most important thing is that my spell worked. She wanted to grab you, but immediately jerked her hands back.
Why didn't you put a spell on yourself?
I can't. It's impossible. You can only use your powers to help others.
I get it. Iris stood up and started gathering her belongings.
I felt the urge somehow pay the little priestess back for her bravery, and I suggested walking her to the bus stop. Would have been funny though to flush the thing. Went into silence mostly, but I wanted to talk about something. About those shishigas or kikamores. Hey, do you scared doing this?
Nuh-uh. Rather, your fears kind of diminish when you know how it works. You fear what you don't understand.
If you say something about her shirt, it probably
when you understand where monsters are coming from and what they can do, it's like thunder. First, people were scared of it. Now they know it's not the wrath of gods, it's... What is it, by the way?
Wow. That really went fast. Well, thunder comes after lightning. It's the sound.
Curious, right? I don't know the exact scientific explanation, but I vaguely understand the way things are. And it makes me less scared. Is it because someone else's opinion is enough to feel safer?
After you told me about Nav and Yav, I felt less scared. Look, I wanted to thank you.
It's nothing. It's my duty.
Your duty? Your duty is to help me?
No. It doesn't work that way. We don't have any witches circles, clubs or agencies. I don't have any skill points to spend with each level. I don't even gain levels or loot or gems or money. It doesn't make any sense.
Why are you doing this then?
Why? If you
I think
know
I'd
you
be
can
less
help,
interested if they
would
didn't
you
have
just
the
be
voice
sitting
acting.
there
Though.
watching
Voice
how monsters
acting
make
actually
people
adds to
suffer?
the game.
Not me. No.
I didn't know what to answer to that. I know everything. Thank you.
Yeah. Right. See you tomorrow.
Iris waved her hand and got on the bus that finally came.
No one came during the night, almost disappointing even, which is also stupid, but it's as if I got used to it. Saturday came. I didn't have to go to school, so Iris and I arranged our meeting in a park.
Point placed and pointed and noticed that Iris sitting on
Yo?
a low iron fence.
Hey, you. Hi.
Oh, so she did change.
Where
her
are we
clothes
heading
a
to?
lot.
Iris took an aspen stake from her funny little backpack. The stake was very real. Not the greatest work, I suppose, but its edge was definitely pointy and well designed.
There. We'll use this.
She gave me a folded handkerchief that she took out from her backpack as well.
This. Chew on it. It should help too.
I unfolded her handkerchief and found a couple of garlic cloves with a piece of bread.
Yeah, I like her normal
Charming.
witch clothes better.
You know, I am not hungry at all.
The more traditional
I'll manage
ones look
without.
good.
I folded the handkerchief again and put it into my pocket. Let's go. We soon reached a bridge. To be precise, we went under the bridge. There was a river that looked more like a stream. No one could be seen around since the bridge was located near an industrial area. What are we going to do here?
We are going to lure the thing. Then we'll capture it. And then I'll kill it. You'll be free to live your life after that, without thinking about supernatural stuff and all.
Sounds not so bad, honestly. The fact that she talks about killing this creature, this Bolotnitsa, with such prosiness, it's actually disturbing. Sure, the creature is a monster. It can kill me even. But I do feel remorse, sorrow maybe, for it. Meanwhile, Iris was drawing some kinds of symbols on the ground.
Inside, and that's why he relates to the monster.
It can't be kept still just like that, so here.
Goodness.
She nodded at her symbols.
These are spells, similar
Likes
to those that I put on you. Only their whim is different. Or their wishes, whatever.
Maybe he fell
You
in love
have to
with
be
them.
right here. Stay there, try to relax. When it's near, keep standing right there. Don't try to move away, or nothing's gonna work. Then the stake has to go right into her chest. I will have to give this Bolotnitsa a tiny bit of my physical essence, or I won't be able to interact with her. If it fails, run. My guarding spells won't work when she is here in the flesh. She'll be able to haul you out easily.
Got it. Iris touched her symbols on the ground with her wand and mumbled some more spells. After that, she took the stake in one hand, took a wand in the other, and performed a sharp movement while holding them both. Funny thing, a random passerby might think we are playing a weird game. Only there is no one here. Yeah. I stepped into the circle of symbols and closed my eyes. Relax. Just relax. A splash that I suddenly heard made me open my eyes. It was standing there, 30 meters away from me. Iris stood behind my back, hiding and waiting for the Bolotnitsa to crawl closer.
He said that with...
A step. A step. First, the thing didn't even realize where it was or why it was here. But then, after it smelled my scent, it turned its head to me.
Loves him.
She mooed in amusement and darted towards me, faltering because of her messy rags and rough hair. She was right in front of me. Not even that scary as she was before. I felt pity seeing her like this. With the power of the spell, she was unable to move and just stared at me greedily. There was another option, right? Why are we doing this? Iris jumped towards the Bolotnitsa from behind my back. Iris pressed her palm against the Rusalka's face and shut her eyes tight as if it hurt her. The Bolotnitsa just stood there, bemused. Do we have to do this?
Run away, stay put. Oh, why would we run away? What?
Iris pushed her to the ground with force, but she was swift and managed to grab Iris by her arm, thus making them both fall.
Because we're a coward if we run.
Iris dropped the aspen stake. Blood streamed down her arm. The monster's claws made a deep wound. Now the garment began to turn red because of it. Using her wand, Iris gave the Bolotnitsa a blow right in the face, then jumped away from her.
Run!
Was that said for me?
Run toward... Grab the weapon.
I dashed to grab the aspen stake. The Bolotnitsa charged at me. But I made it. I clenched my fingers around the wooden stake, and when the monster jumped, it met its pointy edge.
Oh my gosh.
The stake pierced its body with such an ease that it felt weird and creepy. I looked up at the Bolotnitsa's face. Saw her eyes. Sad eyes, filled with astonishment. In a moment, she turned into a cloud of droplets, and it fell down to the ground like rain. I checked on Iris and helped her. Then we said our goodbyes and went our ways. We had no reason to see each other again. I was about to get back to my ordinary lifestyle. She was about to get back to her unordinary one. What if I learned about her? Is she a brave, evil fighter? What else? Can you live your normal life if you know how to help others and still do nothing? Does she have enough strength on her own to handle all this by herself? No, she doesn't. She was hurt back then. She will be hurt again. I decided to write her a message. Hey, I still have your handkerchief. Do you want to meet? She agreed to meet me. One more time, I am standing beside the school gates, waiting for a girl. Dressed in a weird piece of clothing. It's still cutely charming.
Ooh. Ooh. Cute. And finished. Wow. Guys, I'm actually isn't too bad. Like it should be longer, but for like on Steam, it's only $2.99. Let me look up how much it is on. I don't know if I can. Someone look up how much it is on Nintendo eShop. But yeah, for what is it? $3? That's not actually that bad. $3, I think. Like if you want a short visual novel. But is that it? What do we do? Okay, there we go. Okay, that's it. That was the game, guys. We finished it in 2 sessions. We could have finished it last time if I had more time before work. At the work. So, yep, that was the game. That is actually a nice short game. I actually did not mind it. Like I said, the how much you pay is $3 worth of value. I think it's worth $3 worth of value. Not like let me see here, Nintendo eShop. How much is the price? So on Nintendo eShop, it is $6.29. I think for $3 sounds like a good deal. Less than $5. $5 or less, I think, is a good deal. Yep, it's not bad. It's a really short game, yes. And it looks like there are multiple choices, so maybe you can get even more time into the game. Someone had 3 hours in the game on Steam. Yeah, Steam is $3. Yeah, Steam. Yeah, you could even get it on for your Steam Deck. You know, if you don't want to get it on the Switch, I think Steam has more value, and it's $3. Yeah, and thank you for letting me have this game on Press Engine. And let me see who's the maker of this game. Yet again. It is Moonworks Games, and the guy that made the game is the developer. So it's like, I guess, maybe it's a one-person project, and some publisher picked it up. Yep. Thank you guys for watching. I have to get going to work. Don't forget the thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe on YouTube. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We'll try to do more visual novels, like before I go to work. I could do it maybe after work if I'm not tired. Do more visual novels. They seem to be easier, and it's like nice and mellow. Wakes you up a bit. Nice to do. I did not mind this at all. There's some people complain about how short it is. It's like, it's a $3 game. Don't complain. You're not going to get 30 hours for a $3 game, unless it's like on a super sale. But yeah, for $3, I'd definitely pick it up. $6 is a little much, I think, for this. It should be cheaper. Maybe like $5 less. I'd pay for it. It's not bad. I liked it. Yep. Only do Steam. Yeah, $3. And yeah, it looked like there could be multiple paths depending. Let me see the gallery really quick. What's this black screen? So there is an additional ending, it looks like. Maybe she dies if you do something wrong. Maybe she dies instead, and then you're stuck with this thing. Do you guys want to? No, I don't have time. Maybe next time, before we start another game, we can do this. Oh, there's more. Yeah, there's a couple black screens. See this? So there's more stuff you can unlock. See? Maybe next time we can do something else. There's 3 endings, it looks like. So, depending on what you chose at the end there, we chose the stick because I wanted to kill the thing. And that's what I thought would happen, and it happened. So that's good. I think we got the good ending. And I'll see you guys